Hi, everybody. My name is Corey Krejcik, and I am here with Rachel Brown. And we have just recently launched a consulting company that specializes in the wine industry called Thirsty Bandit. Combined, Rachel and I have about 30 plus years of experience in the industry and all different roles from tasting room to operations and production and sales and marketing. And pretty much if you name it, we've done it at this point in some way, shape, or form. And we felt like this was the perfect time, given the state of the industry, to do something new and different and help maybe some organizations that are running into challenges, whether that be with the current economic climate or just the state of our industry from sales perspectives. And we've had a lot of great initial feedback, but we wanted to start these strategy sessions as a way to tap into experts that we work with, different people within the field that we think have something to contribute. And so, Rach, why don't we start a little bit with your background and where you have found to be the most help for some of these organizations that are looking for our services?
Definitely. I mean, I've had 9 years of wine experience at this point, built winery programs from the bottom up, built education programs from the bottom up, private tastings, private dinners, some certifications. So wine education for me is kind of the sweet spot in building a tasting room that's accessible, approachable, digestible, usable for people to take home and be able to find a way to connect with the guests in the tasting room, how they can use these wines at home to create an experience that is engaging and fun and still educational to the point where they want to return over and over again, and to be able to take the wine home with them to sign up for the wine clubs because they found a kind of connection with the product that they're offering. So that's kind of like the sweet spot of where I really enjoy spending my time.
Yeah, it's funny when we talk with a lot of established wineries, most of the time they're sort of stuck in a rut and they can't really figure out if it's the product or the personnel or the experience that they're delivering. And sometimes it's a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
And I know you and I have talked quite a bit about this, that holistic vantage point where rather than necessarily treat a symptom, kind of peel back the layers and look at what maybe the root of the cause might be. And it could be very foundational. It could be the brand may need a refresh. There might be something that's disjointed between vision and mission and what your true identity is. And ultimately fixing that to then develop and deliver on a new experience might be the shot in the arm that a stagnant brand needs. Sometimes it's not that, but I think oftentimes we like to really start at the ground level and work up so that when we execute in the tasting room or build out a wine club or look for robust growth through a revenue stream, we can start with a really solid foundation.
Definitely to be able to curate programming based off of the identity, what your mission statement is, who you are, the things that you want to kind of build your business off of, and then to create programming and training that surrounds that to continue to build that identity in a different way. It's kind of that cyclical cause and effect. If you can do this at the root, then everything else kind of clicks into place.
And it makes your life easier determining who you are from the outset. It makes marketing easier. It makes operations and execution easier because then you have a template to follow. And again, maybe that template's different than when you first started your business, because all of this is an evolution, quite frankly. And what worked, we even know what worked 10 years ago, 5 years ago, doesn't work anymore. And so you have to constantly looking to evolve, change, adapt and grow. And so for us, those tenets, right? The adaptability, the identity, strategy, all work hand in hand to ultimately put yourself in the best place to succeed long term. And so that's what we're going to try to accomplish here at Thirsty Bandit. We're going to try to do it obviously through personalized consultation. We're going to try to do it through free engagement through the strategy sessions like this. And we're also going to do it through social media engagement, content development, some other different means to provide some of our insight on what's going on in the industry right now. So when you get a chance, check us out. You'll see the handles right below where I am right now with our handles for social media, LinkedIn, and our website. And stay tuned because we're going to have more of these videos coming your way, and we'll try to keep them in these really concise 5-minute increments so that we don't lose your attention too quickly. So